Alrighty, guys, just get started here in just a minute. Oh, man. Alrighty, guys, just get started here in just a minute. Oh. Alrighty, guys, it is that time. We are back here. Welcome back, guys. My name is Trent Manager. For those who didn't know, for those who are new here, I'm your guys' Patreon teacher. I'm happy to be here like usual. For those who are already returning, you guys already know we are back at it for again another week 3. We did miss Tuesday. I did have some unexpected things going on that did come up, but I did update in the Patreon for you guys. Had some readings and some other good materials for you guys to catch up on and. Make sure you guys are ready for this week, or I guess next week at this point, but always try to keep the creative mind flowing with you guys. But alrighty, guys, so just to go over what we're going to be going over today, it is another amazing fast-paced week that we are going on this week, guys. So we're going to be going over, just briefly, we're going to be over, Greyscale has opened back up their Ethereum Trust Open. MicroStrategy has now, Michael Saylor, one of the original guys, one of the original men for MicroStrategy is pitching now to, they are pitching to hedge funds, pitching the idea to hedge funds for BTC. Dan Patillo launches $200 million crypto funds for exchanges for hedge funds, basically just for them to, funnel their money into cryptocurrency. And we're going to be going over some other price action, why price is important, points to interest to cover, Ethereum chart connections. We're talking about ETF integration for retail investors like you and I, and also for some hedge funds as well. Exchange traded funds. ETF, just think about it as a basket, a basket array of stocks. So the S&P 500 has the top 500 performing stocks in the entire world, and if you're not performing at your what you're supposed to be performing at, that's the elite of the elite. They're going to kick you out of the S&P. Think about it the same way for exchange traded funds. It's the same thing. It's just a basket array of stocks, and it's pretty great. It's pretty awesome. Test out this new webcam. I don't know if it's going too well, but if it doesn't, well, we definitely won't use it again. It might be a little choppy. I found it in the closet because I know that DSLR was still dying, but yeah, we'll definitely be getting a hold on that. But I hope it's just not too bad. I think it's like 720p, so it's not the most amazing camera in the entire world. But besides the point, guys, I just wanted to go over these brief readings that we're going to be going over. Also, we're going to be going over fine wine becoming tokenized on the blockchain. That's particularly in Switzerland, but in Switzerland, I believe, from what I read and what I did my research on, they have tokenized backed assets. So basically the same way that we were discussing the smart contracts last week. The trust, transparency, and the overall. You don't want to. Buy something, and then, that, goes less down in value. You want to hold assets, as they increase in value. They can fluctuate, but, at the ultimate end goal, you want to make, you want your assets to be, outperforming, or you want them to be going up. So that is what we're going to be covering on. I found that really interesting, actually, how they backed up assets, on the blockchain. And I've been familiar with this, but we're going to dive deeper into that because this should make you guys fairly excited, because I think that's really, 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 really cool. So, alrighty, guys. So that is it just for the agenda today for what we're going to be covering. No, I don't try to spend too long on that because I like to get you guys into the media information. So, alrighty, guys. So we're going to start off. Let's get over all our readings over here for today. I'm going to move over. I have my other webcam up. I'll switch it if it gets that bad with the quality. I'm still learning, guys. This isn't even not even a full month into this live stream stuff. I was talking to a couple other of my homies, and they're doing live streams, and they're absolutely loving it. I'm starting to get a little bit looser, with the with the technicals and, just kind of letting it flow. It's not a video where you got to go back and edit and chop. It's kind of just free willy. So awesome, guys. So, alrighty, guys. So I guess we're just I'm going to hop into the blank board just for right now. So we're going to go over we're going to go over again blockchain, and I'm going to keep stressing this to you guys because it's so important, that we keep understanding this and we keep staying up to date. What do people use it for? What do developers use it for? What I'm working with right now, what I'm doing with Solidity, Ethereum's network, how I'm developing smart contracts. As I said last week, I'm preparing for my tests, my development tests, as I'm still taking courses for work. To improve my skills in that area, and hopefully I do some freelancing with blockchain development. So alrighty, guys. So I guess we're just gonna go into the state of blockchain in 2021. What to learn. This is kind of just my personal notes, but it's gonna work out just fine for you guys as well. What do people use for the blockchain? So we use mainly use cryptocurrency, payments, DeFi, decentralized finance. We're gonna be covering a lot of that next week because that's DeFi is a big one. You guys might have heard it on and off, but I'm gonna be elaborating that even more because it is insane. It's used for supply chain, digital identity, real estate, healthcare, just like we talked about the smart contracts, the trust and transparency, especially when it comes with. So let me see if I can find my squiggly line. Awesome. I'm gonna move this over. Perfect. So especially when it comes to this right here, that was terrible. Oh my goodness! Please don't quote me on this. So especially when it comes to supply chain, digital identity, real estate, healthcare, and much more. But mainly for the smart contracts, guys, we are focusing mainly on these right here, the most important ones. Digital identity, real estate, healthcare, and I can add supply chain in there as well. Those four right there are the most used financially for blockchain development. So like I said, I've brought it up with many people before, businesses I've talked with, that digital identity is going to be one for the checkoff list. That's going to ensure transparency, trust throughout the entire process. Real estate especially, I cannot stress enough how much of a hassle it is to buy a house. Just going through the agent and going to the bank, dealing with the bank, that's a large amount of money usually with the down payment of a house. Going from the bank, to other outlet sources, and then back to the real estate agent, and if one of those processes messes up, it could delay it even longer, making it just such a hassle to really do anything with your own finances, which is tough. But this right here, this section right here is going to take away a lot, pretty much every need for this. We've covered smart contracts multiple times before, but I'm just going to keep drilling it in your guys' head because the important stressing the importance of this is absolutely, it's huge. What do devs mainly do? We develop smart contracts, blockchain, websites, mobile apps, backends, and infrastructure. Let's see what else. I won't cover any of this down here. This is kind of just for my own personal being. What can you use with blockchain? I guess for developing standpoint, freelance trading, bots, flash loans, yield farming. Like right here, why use this for transparency and trust, for security. 100%, as we've known, it is the trustfulness of our hedge funds and our country's reserve, and trying to keeping things neat and tidy as the way they should be financially is a very big struggle for the entire world. We are looking for a huge revamp in our financial system, and like I've said like I've said multiple times before, path A, path B. Right now, we're all in a funnel. This very thin funnel that we all have to go through financially to get our money and to get to progress further in life. Bank of America, Chase, Wells Fargo, all those main banks, we're all in this fat tube, and we're trying to. That's the only outlet we have to deal with our finances. And crypto and decentralized finance is going to be that B outlet. Like I keep saying, is you don't have to go through the banks to do your transactions. You don't have to go through Bank of America. You don't have to go to them. There's going to be a whole another B avenue, which there already is, but I'm stressing the importance because it's quite ridiculous what has been going on in the past week or two with Wall Street bets, hedge funds, GameStop, all the manipulation that we've had going on in our system is now coming to light, and that is now not only pushing the decentralized finance narrative harder, but and that now also gives me the chance and other people as well to stress the importance of this space, and not only to get you in this space, but also help you understand it, because that is the most important part of this right now, is stressing the education for you guys. So alrighty, just wrapping that up, I just wanted to go over the blockchain notes of everything. So I'm just gonna make sure we're staying on track with our notes today. Sorry, we're just gonna hop right into the tokenization. First we're gonna hop into tokenization under the new law of Switzerland. In effect today, Switzerland's new blockchain law allows Sangnam freely to issue tokenized assets, starting with investable wines. So I guess in Switzerland it's pretty normal, or culturally, that you have these assets and these wines, and it's pretty common here that you have nice wines that you may drink on special occasions, or you may just have just for looks, or possibly it was signed by somebody who's not here, or somebody who's famous, whatever the narrative may be. In Switzerland, these are enough to be backed up on the blockchain, and these are worth more enough in the eyes of the Switzerland community to be on the blockchain and be held as tokenized assets. So tokenized assets, basically what that just means in simpler terms, in simpler terms, guys, is you going to buy, it's the same, sorry, let me take a step back. It's the same way of explaining going to get your bars of silver and your bars of gold. So you buying your bars of silver or bars of gold online from an exchange, they're going to be giving you, the digital receipt or copy, saying, hey, you own X amount of gold, so equivalent to, let's say, 5 bars, and let's say, and also 10 bars of silver. You're gonna have that issue. You're gonna have that. Oh my goodness, guys, I'm having so much time just processing this right now. You are going to have a slip of paper, or also a digital code already as it is, and you can go to that vendor, and that shows that, hey, this is valid for X amount of gold bars or X amount of silver bars, and that's how the transaction would be executed. That's the same way that these investable wine assets are playing the exact same role. You would be able to do the exact same thing, and they not only would be backed up in physical storage, as in you could hold it, but also it would be backed up on the blockchain, as an asset token, or something lighter that you can carry around. No one's gonna carry around a $4,000 bottle or $4,000 bottle of wine. So that's just what I wanted to mention out there for anyone who was confused about issued tokenization assets. I know that sounds very weird, and we've never heard about that before. We've never heard of it before, actually. So skimming through this, the open of luxury goods, and it's not just fine wine. We got diamonds. We've had let's see diamonds, fine wine. See what else got here. Just lots of valuables, metals. Anything that's worth a value within Switzerland. I don't live in Switzerland, just because I know the markets do vary just from where you live, what's considered luxury goods. I know just from supply and demand. I know here in the U.S. it's just a little bit different about how they govern it overseas. But I thought this was really cool. I wanted to include this in here just to let you guys know, and that this is big news. This is super crazy. I know Switzerland isn't that big as a whole, but just the adoption sector is beyond impressive. The fact that they are doing they're doing this with their pretty much most precious assets in Switzerland. That you trust the blockchain enough, and you've done enough research as a country to trust the blockchain with your luxury goods and services. So I just want to touch on that real quick, guys, and I thought that was super awesome, and I just wanted to let you guys know that the adoption is here. It rapidly happens every day. I'm reading every day of new adoptions, new regulations, new old investors, or old old people who were not very fond of the space now coming around, who are fully invested now, or not even fully invested, but are now seeing the full purpose of how beneficial this space can be. So moving on to Greyscale's Greyscale's trust, we're going to be talking about them also. As you guys know, or maybe you guys have not known, Greyscale has reopened its Ethereum trust to investors. So Greyscale is just a hedge fund, and they're also a stock, and you can buy shares of their company, and that gives you exposure to their holdings and their investments. So you are not only trusting buying Ethereum from them, but you're also owning a good grip of Grayscale. Absolutely. So moving down to digital assets, Grayscale's investments, asset manager, and Ethereum trust, QTC. going over, really diving into this is awesome. So like, not only is this, showing, demand, higher demand than, Ethereum miners can, provide for the Ethereum token, but it's showing that, Grayscale is adopting even more Ethereum. And we've been talking about Ethereum a lot these past couple days, just for the reasons of, we'll be hopping in the charts as just why we've smashed all-time highs. We're in price discovery mode. We have institutional investors coming left and right, up and down, all sorts of angles, to get their not only existing clients exposed to Ethereum, but, institutions gobbling it up themselves. They closed it down, just for the reason, and the reason why they did close it out is just because they couldn't keep up with the supply. The supply was just too much. So what that means is just exchanges, get their cryptocurrencies and they get their tokens from miners, from people who are, doing the extensive work, doing the GPU rendering, to extract these coins, and, give them to exchanges. And, the just demand for retail buying right now is just too intense for, most exchanges to handle right now. So some exchanges are actually running out of coins to sell you. So there might be a time, or if you may have went and tried and bought Ethereum or any sort of, or actually not even any sort of, but specifically Ethereum, you may have not been able to execute, your purchase, or, it may have been delayed just for the fact that, retail demand is just so high with these token, with Ethereum right now, with all the, not only all the FUD and improvements, but, also just smashing all-time highs along those routes as well. So that is truly awesome. This wasn't a very long article, guys. It was very short. Here's some quick bullet points. It was nothing too crazy. I just wanted to share this also because it shows that, the adoption is here. The adoption here is people enjoy Ethereum. Institutions enjoy Ethereum. People are starting to turn, their heads as to, what Ethereum is capable of. And, as a person who works with Ethereum almost daily, it truly is, it is going to be massive, just in my opinion. Not financial advice, but it is truly amazing. So also we're gonna hop over to MicroStrategy as well. And this is the best one. This is the most one I'm excited for to cover. So MicroStrategy will pitch to 1,400 public companies. How will BTC react? So MicroStrategy, another hedge fund, another massive adopter of cryptocurrency, now is going into the space of other hedge funds and other companies to give advice and give readings, give statistics, give evidence of Bitcoin's purpose, its overall value, just overall why these big players should be investing in BTC. Why should I own this? What should I do with it? How is this going to help me? What is this going to give me in the future? So Michael Saylor, one of the CEO of MicroStrategy, he said professionals, from over almost 2,000 firms are now, are piling into his meeting. This is news from February 3rd, so this was yesterday. I'm gonna try to find an update video. I don't know if they've dropped the update video just yet, or like the conference, 'cause I don't know how confidential it was on those sides. Sorry guys, I'm just making sure no questions in chat or anything. So making sure everyone's going along and following along. Awesome. So if you're hopping back to the article, so Michael said are going to pitch BTC to all of these institutional investors. Every company can benefit from being plugged into Bitcoin. They've been saying this recently, and I can completely agree that not owning any BTC right now is worse than you. Okay, I did not say that right at all. Oh my goodness. So you not owning any Bitcoin right now is pretty much worse than you not owning any at all. So to the point, it's like, even if it's just $5 or $10 at this point, it's worth owning something. It's just a fixed supply, and it's something that we have never seen before, and that is what makes this so different and so appealing to a ton of different people, and especially institutions. I've said it many times, we have never seen a fixed supply currency or asset before in our entire life. Gold, no. So you can make fake gold. Silver, no. You can make fake silver also, and eventually, silver will. Those precious materials do not come anywhere close to Bitcoin's scarcity and its ability to translute and evolve. Gold and silver are coming very closely to an end. I still own some gold and silver, and I won't be getting rid of it just yet. They will still hold assets, they will still hold value for quite a while. But as time pushes on, we will be advancing into into a tokenized and a better world for sure. Gold is already being tokenized. Pax Gold is another one. I think Pax Gold is here. Let me look that up, guys. Actually, I need to look that up because I need to get this right. Let's see what Pax Gold is worth. Let's see. So it's $1,849 right now. I'm trying to figure out how much that is and like how much gold you get out of that. I don't know. I actually don't know. Okay, no worries. I'll find that out later. No worries. I swear I read it was like equivalent to like like a bar. It's like half a bar. It was something equivalent to the physical attribute of it. So. So honestly, why is MicroStrategy discussing Bitcoin with public companies? So ever since the aggressive accumulation of MicroStrategy, people all over the hedge fund world have looked at Greyscale sideways. Have looked at MicroStrategy sideways and Greyscale sideways, as they have been the two major institutional players that have pretty much gobbled up ridiculous amounts of Bitcoin. I mean, ridiculous. I'm talking like, I think Greyscale and Micro was throwing in about 60 mil a week or something. It was absolutely insane. So there's a quote down here. I believe that Michael Saylor did say in one of his interviews, or probably is quoted, but I'm not sure who quoted this. But massive Coinbase outflows of 15K BTC at 32,400. Looking at the text, the TX, I went into the custody wallets, but only ingoing transaction. It is only to be OTC deals from institutional investors. I believe this is the strongest bull signal yet. So covering the charts down here. Like I said, guys, we'll be getting into the charts next week. I'm going to be slowly teaching you guys and getting you guys integrated in these charts, just because I do TA like oh my gosh, I say that so much. Oh my goodness. But just like last week, I've talked about why I do TA and why I've learned technical analysis. Just because I do not trade that much at all. I will sometimes, if I'm, feeling myself, or, I got some extra money laying around or whatever, and, I trust my ability to make, successful trades. Absolutely. I wouldn't do it if I didn't think I was successful, or I was successful. No one likes losing money, but, understanding, things like this is very light. This is nothing intensive, but, understanding these, these patterns, these outflow totals and these volume lines and sticks are very important, for not only just trading, but actually just really understanding the market that you're in. So that is also super, super important, and we're going to spend a little bit more time on this section, just because this is a big one. This is probably some of the biggest news to come out like this year. Just the fact that he pitched over 2,000 representatives of hedge funds. So these dudes are either base level dudes, maybe the people they sent to go check it out and be like, hey man, like, go check this out, report back to us and see what Mr. Saylor has to say, or Greyscale, or, you might have, head honcho CEO in there sitting with Michael Saylor and, getting a full pen and paper, ready, getting his balance sheet ready for when he leaves that meeting to go purchase, some cryptocurrency. Absolutely. It truly is, it truly is something, guys. It is insane, the accumulation that we're having, and, this news and, this news I'm feeding you, and it's all from the same place. And the reason I do use the same source so frequently is because just over the years, like seeing all the, the news sources come and go from cryptocurrency, and, there's still a lot of, there's a lot of not great people in the space, people who may not understand exactly what they're talking about, or, it's not accurate information. The one thing I got to just break 100%, guys, is that this is a new emerging market. It's new enough to be adopted by institutionals and big players, and it's on its way to stay. It's not going anywhere. There are still kinks and plenty of things to work out. Even the internet still has problems that we got to work out. But this is just another step of evolving and moving forward as really honestly as overall a civilization. This is something that's not just going to benefit the big dogs, and it's really not supposed to. It's supposed to benefit us as the people and us as a whole. To give us that, second outlet. So, honestly, I just wanted you guys to sit, I wanted you guys to sit on that and understand that, this is still emerging. This is still something that, we're learning. I learn new stuff every day. Like, my stuff I wrote, my Solidity contracts I wrote last week, maybe, not even right. The lines I wrote last week, or 2 weeks ago for my project, may be completely outdated a month from now. We're quickly evolving, and it's very hard to keep up with everything all the time, and I just try to get the most important things out first, and I try to cover the stick to a section and execute that section as best as you can, because covering everything in this it's not possible. Absolutely. So we're gonna close out. Also going down here, part of the article, MicroStrategy versus Bitcoin versus the Nasdaq. So we just got some simple lines. The blue is gonna be covering the Nasdaq, the performance. BTC is the orange, and the MicroStrategy is the red. If this doesn't show you anything, MicroStrategy is freaking killing it, literally outperforming the entire Nasdaq, the whole BTC market, and they are up 400% since their first purchase of February 2nd of 2021. Wow. If that is insane, like this is crazy. Wow. That truly is under. I'm gonna have to go back and really do another deep read on that, because I've read this article a couple times, but that still shocks me. So this is honestly I'm gonna post in the Patreon so people can go back and review this, because this is, like I said, this is the most important news that we have had probably in the entire crypto space year. Or two, if you want to count last year as well, because there's a lot of great news there too. But this by far, over the entire last year and this year so far, has been the most exciting news to me, at least personally. So, so we're gonna talk about. We're also gonna talk about Dan Patiro. He's launches a $200 million fund to invest in crypto companies. So I believe Dan Patiro. I believe he's just a huge. He's a bigger hedge fund investor. About $200 million. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he definitely is. He's a massive hedge fund investor. I'm not sure where he belongs to. I just put this in here just to stress the importance of adoption. That you have, not only that you have these humongous players in the space, but you have them throwing in big money as well. So these just aren't shaky hands. These aren't people that are that don't know what they're talking about. These are people who are very educated in what they do and have the capital to, trust the process of what is to come from these decentralized tokens, these decentralized networks, and overall the next step for overall finance. So won't sit on that too long at all either. Making sure we're doing good on make sure we're doing good on coverage and time as well. Okay, ETF integration, we'll go over that next. Points of interest. Cool. Awesome, guys. I'm actually gonna switch over just a quick second. Awesome. Cool. Perfect. Awesome. So we're gonna talk about also the importance of why Bitcoin's price has been rising, and why over cryptocurrency markets have been just really honestly performing so well. This is don't pay attention to this really at the top. But actually, you know what? Here, no. I'm so sorry, guys. We're actually not going to do that. We're gonna go over the 3 blockchain ETFs for quarter 2 in 2021. So, just like I said at the beginning, guys, exchange traded funds, ETFs, a basket array of stocks, like I talked about the S&P 500. You got your top 500 performing stocks in the S&P, and if you're not keeping up, with the performance, like the S&P, commands, then you will be kicked out, and another person will come up and take your spot, and continue to improve the market, and keeping people. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Keeping people, keeping people trusted in the S&P, and the importance of this is we have been fighting so long for adoption in the ETF region. We've been pushing the ETF region for so long. To have an ETF, guys, I don't think you guys understand. The 2 of the hardest things that you can do as a company, and I guess overall trying to get to the Wall Street level, or getting basically IPOing, becoming public, is, oh my goodness, is getting approved by the SEC, and having your paperwork in line, having everything in line, calculation wise, math wise, anything that is going to prove your case and strengthen your case even better as to why people should be investing in this and why this should be public, is the hardest thing you can do as a company. I know Coinbase is IPOing this year, initial public offering. That's going to be their first roundabout on the market. And I'm not a hedge fund manager, but I've looked at balances sheets and what you have to do just to get even close, I guess, to even being considered for your for being approved by the SEC or anything along those lines. It takes months and months, and if not years and years of planning. Finances, taxes, team, what do everything about your business is 100% documented. Like there's not a loose end that is left out, when you IPO. So just the three blockchains that are the three blockchain ETFs are coming Q2 2021. Like just the fact that we're even getting one and also the fact that we're getting three is truly insane. I can't even explain really. I can't even like fathom how crazy that is. Like we've been fighting with this for so long just to get ETFs and everything involved, and it is something that we've been wishing for so long, and we finally got it. So alrighty guys, so I just wanted to go over quickly about some of these. We kind of sped ran it. I'm really having problems talking today, and it's making me very, very upset right now. So I'm super sorry about that, guys. So we're gonna be coverage. So we're gonna go over back and see what else we need to cover. We kind of blasted through a lot of our talk today, guys. I'll put some updates in the Patreon as well. I'm gonna be working on some lessons later today for you guys. Some video lessons and some other integrations that I think you guys are gonna like a ton. Just going over just to see, make sure we got everything that we wanted to talk about, that we talked about. ETH chart connection, points of interest to cover. Awesome. We talked about that. Why is price important? Talked about that. All right. Dang guys, we actually got here. We actually kind of sped ran through this today. Yeah, my goodness, we're doing good on time also. So I can actually, let's go into the desktop. Let's open up this PNG right here. Absolutely. Perfect. Awesome. So my teacher actually sent me this, or he actually posted this in our student work collaboration together, and he put this out as the mapping of traditional decentralized finance. So as we notice, we got Ethereum right in the middle. Here, I guess I'll just do some drawing. I guess. So what we have, we have Ethereum right in the middle. And we're gonna go we'll go row by row, and this will make this. I'm gonna put this in the Patreon because I love this so much. Like this is actually my new favorite picture, for mapping. So we're just gonna go line by line. So money, we got currency, you got the yen, you got the euro. Follow the line, connect to Ethereum. That now out comes to decentralized finance. So the connection is there. So fiat, boom. Cryptocurrency, there you go. It's the same thing, just digitalized. Central banking, we got I think that's the European Union. I don't know what that is. I'm so sorry. Then you got the United States central banking, or the Treasury Reserve for us, and then Europe's got their own Treasury Reserve. I'm not sure what that is. Down and then up. So we're gonna be moving over to other decentralized finance. I don't know all of these. I do know most of these. I don't know all of them. I think that's meant. Don't quote me on that. I'm not sure of this one. I don't know 2 out of the 3 of this, but it's just here to show you the connection of where we are going from traditional into decentralized, so you can see the exact same connection. Commercial banking, Bank of America, all these other dudes slowing down, or going down and then up through Ethereum. So now we're having Aave, and we're having Compound. Those projects are for commercial banking, so that is those decentralized tokens can be used as central banking. So they're going to be used basically the same way that your bank is going to be used, but for blockchain technology terms. Investment banking is going to be the same way. We got Chase Bank. Don't know, man. I don't know why I don't. I just don't know these two. I don't know if I can't see. I don't know these two, but taking investment banking into the left, into the side over here. ICO, initial coin offering is what ICO is, and then keep going exchanges, overall exchanges. The Nasdaq, SYC, same thing. You got all of these tokens over here. So basically, what I wanted to cover is that literally the exact same. Everything here is identical to here. Just completely, it's the same concepts. We are taking these concepts and putting them decentralized and making them more readily available, and accessible for people. It's the whole transition of getting from this to this. I know these look fun and crazy, you know, all these, you know, great logos and colors and pictures and such. They're truly awesome. I think some of these art designs are truly really cool. But it just really shows you the transition we're trying to have. So, you know, and what's at the center of all this? This guy right here. So I know we've talked about it a lot. We've talked about Ethereum a ton, but I just want to show. I came on here to just. This is more of an elaboration stream, and I know I didn't cover a ton. We briefly went over a lot. We went over briefly a lot, but it seemed a little bit more choppy than usual. Number one is because I just cannot think right now. I don't know why my brain is so up and down, up and down. I just feel like my words just cannot connect with my mouth, and my mouth is connected with my head. But I'm going to be doing some further updates in the Patreon for you guys, just to, you know, stress the idea of, you know, the importance of this and how important this is, just for, you know, the transition we're about to have. You know, this will still be here. This is not going away. No. Don't get me wrong. This is not going away. But this is what we are trying to produce, and we are already producing. Is this from this to this? So it just gives a whole new perspective, seeing all these projects and the connection, you know, string by string, how these are gonna incorporate and be used every day, and, you know, possibly, you know, for the rest of the remainder of time, if you know, if, as we continue advancing as a civilization. So yeah, I really wanted to cover just today, guys, that the importance of, you know, where we're moving, how we're moving, why we're moving this, why we're doing this, you know, just really getting the core information about how important this space is, you know, for us as retail investors and us as, you know, the little guys, you know, really in this space. So I guess the last thing, guys, we're going to go over the quick Ethereum chart. And then, like I said, guys, next week we're going to have a whole whole section on the TA charts. I'm just literally trying to find. I got so many tabs open. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Perfect. Alrighty. So this is gonna look daunting. It's gonna look. We talked about this last week, and I know this doesn't look very good. It doesn't look pretty. It looks very hard. But here. Section. Can you guys see this? Oh, whoops. Here, hold on, guys. Switch you back. All right, I'm still figuring out all the technicals right now. So I got two different cameras operating. I'm still learning. I appreciate you guys and you guys' patience always, really. We're improving every day. But long story short, guys, we're gonna just looking at this chart right here. It looks crazy. Like I said, looks crazy, looks daunting. You're like, what the hell am I looking at? What am I looking at? I don't understand any of this. I don't understand any of the vocabulary. That's okay. That is exactly okay. That's completely okay. So we're gonna be breaking this down next week. We're gonna understand. You know, we're gonna understand this. We're gonna understand MACD. We're gonna understand, you know, chart patterns. You know, we're gonna break it down slow because it's not as bad as people make it out to be. And knowing these charts, especially, you know, just from seeing here, you know, we saw the ascending triangle. You know, as you can tell, we saw, you know, this was over a span, of course, of what was the date on this? Oh my goodness, January 22nd. So, you know, I made, you know, in technical analysis, guys, it's not calling it's not calling the stock. It's not calling the price. I'm not calling that this thing is going to go to $5,000 by this X date. It's prediction. What do you think is going to happen? What is your educated guess on what is going to happen? So that is where TA analysis come in handy. Just like I said, where you can turn a 50-50 into a 60-40, an 80-20, a 90-10. Like, you know, everything's not bulletproof. Everything's not, you know, 100% gonna, you know, go up and, you know, make money every time. But you incorporating technical analysis and understanding these charts and patterns and volume trends and, you know, just really understanding even just the base level of, you know, candlestick reading, it changes your whole entire investment strategy. You know, it gives you better ins and outs, you know, exit strategies, in strategies. You know, I know right around here. I know this Bollinger Band right here. I, dropped in a good amount of money right here, and right before we, took off, just because we saw this coming, the ascending triangle, boom, 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 boom. It's in the form of, ascending, it's going up. And, what did I put here? I did this on January. I made this, TA analysis on January 22nd, and look where we are now. I mean, I've updated this over the couple days just for the adding the discovery mode and the text, and giving people the reassurance, because it's beneficial. So we'll definitely be covering this next week, guys, on everything about technical analysis. But yeah, it truly is a great tool, guys, and I'm really excited to be able to teach you guys it moving forward. So. But long story short, guys, I think we're gonna wrap it up a little bit early today. I got some Patreon video. I got some video uploads I'm gonna do, or I'm gonna do some text. I got some readings also I'm gonna upload. I might hop off. I think I'm gonna hop off and do a quick recording video for YouTube. And I'm gonna put it in the Patreon for you guys. I think for sure. Yeah. That's definitely what I'll do. So, other than that, guys, I thank you guys for shining it. Coming in today. Listening to me talk. Taking a good chunk out of your day to come and listen to me and talk about what I'm passionate about and how I can not only give information the best way, but help you guys understand this space a little bit better, because I learn new things. I learn so many things new every day, and just keeping up with everything is literally impossible in this space. So just harnessing down and finding a niche or finding a section that you really enjoy and harnessing on that is nothing. There's nothing wrong with that, and that can put you in a very great situation. So, alright, guys, that is enough of me today. Thank you so much once again. I will see you guys on Tuesday. Patrons, look out for the updates in the Patreon. I'm going to be posting anything I find fit. Like I said, I will probably record a short YouTube video for you guys, starting the rough, I'll start the rough TA for my patrons, since my patrons do get it early. If you want to get early access, guys, you can join the Patreon for all your extra needs. But I'll definitely, and if you guys want to follow me on TradingView, I do have a TradingView account. Let's see, he just like that. My name is Trent1234. So if you come on here, I don't do call outs or anything. I just simply I'll put my charts in here for a couple of my homeboys I met online, or just kind of collaborating, and I'm just a sponge, guys. I'm just here to learn. I'm learning every single day, all day. So, alrighty, guys, thanks so much for chiming in today. I really appreciate it. You guys stay safe, and I will see you guys on Tuesday.